What up, my people? After watching this video, you will be able to find the sum, difference, and product of two functions. Let's get it.
Yeah.
All right, let's go ahead and begin with some vocabulary. First, we'll talk about defined. So defined in math means that for every real number x, there's going to be exactly one real number y. And that's going to be called a one-to-one relationship, which is how we define functions. So given the functions f and g are defined for all real numbers, we can call these new functions. We have g plus f of x. That's the same thing as g of x plus f of x. We have g minus f of x. That's the same thing as g of x minus f of x. And g times f of x is equal to g of x times f of x. All right, let's go ahead and look at the first example. So example number 1, suppose that f of x is equal to x cubed and g of x is equal to 3x squared. Write the expression for g times f of x, g plus f of x, and evaluate g minus f of 2. We have g times f of x. All we're going to do is multiply g of x times f of x. So that would be 3x squared times x to the third power, or x cubed. When we multiply that together, we have 3, and then we have x squared times x to the third. When we multiply the same base, we add the exponents, and that's going to give us 3x to the fifth power. Our next part is going to be g plus f of x. All that is, again, is going to be g of x plus f of x. So our g of x, again, is going to be 3x squared. We'll put that in parentheses, and then we're going to add it to x to the third power. Because we have different terms, that means we can't combine them, so we'll just leave them separate. I like to put the highest exponent in the front, so I would write that as x to the third power plus 3x squared. And for our evaluation, we have g minus f of 2. So basically we're going to plug in the 2 for our x value. So we have the g of 2 minus the f of 2. So we plug in the 2 for the x. So we get 3 times 2 squared minus, and we'll put that all in parentheses because that's your g function. Then we have to deal with the f function. Our f function is going to be x to the third, so it's going to be 2 to the third. So order of operations, we're going to do the exponent, so it's going to be 2 squared is 4. So we have 3 times 4 minus 2 cubed is 8. 3 times 4 is 12. 12 minus 8, and that equals 4. That's it. For our next example, suppose that s of x is going to be x minus 6 and t of x is going to be 2x squared. Write the expression for s plus t of x and s times t of x and evaluate s minus t of negative 3. Let's get it. So first we have s plus t of x. That is the same thing as s of x plus t of x. So we have x minus 6 plus 2x squared. So that would be 2x squared plus x minus 6. The end. The next question, we have s times t of x. That's the same thing as s of x multiplied by t of x. Our s of x is x minus 6. In parentheses, our t of x is going to be 2x squared. We're going to distribute. I'll distribute the x to the 2x squared. When I multiply that together, I get 2x to the third. Then I distribute the negative 6 to the 2x squared. Negative 6 times 2 is going to be negative 12 x squared. And the problem solved. And then for our evaluation, we have s minus t of negative 3. Our negative 3 is going to be taking the place of the x in both of these functions. We have s of negative 3 subtract t of negative 3. All we're going to do is plug in the negative 3 for the x. So that's going to be negative 3 minus 6 minus 2 times negative 3 squared. Then we simplify. Negative 3 minus 6 is negative 9. Then we have negative 3 squared, that is 9. 9 times 2 is 18. So minus 18. And negative 9 minus 18 is going to be negative 27. And that's it. Alrighty, so we are at that point. Here's a problem for you to try, and there will be a link to the solution in the description of this video. Please like, share, and subscribe for more tutorials. Thank you for taking the time to invest in yourself, making a weakness a strength. Ashe.